Nice to meet you, Mike. I'm Taylor.
Pax, good to meet you. Pax. Good to meet you. Pax. Look at you guys all stand up doing
Micah.
prosthetic and everything.
Micah.
That's awesome. Like you're ready for a job interview. That's fantastic. Fantastic.
So how's it going?
Doing really well. Obviously, you know why we're down here. We're well, first off, we gotta go from the top of the list. So, 3 things we researched about the company is that Fort Wayne Metals makes medical grade wire. They have a small, diverse age group where the majority of their workers are 74% of them are white. And Tyree, you wanna add?
4% Hispanic and 8% are black, and then the rest are other in a mixed kind of way.
We also researched that the company is fairly young, where the majority of their workers are 20 to 30 years old. We only had a few questions, but if we have time, we can ask some more. So, Terry, you want to ask the first question?
Okay. Our first question is, how frequent are your meetings at Fort Wayne Metals, if you have any at all?
Every single day.
Every single day?
Every day. Yes, we have, I don't know how you guys are, but I'm in operations, so I work on the floor. I run a department of strands and cables, so I have a QoS meeting in the morning, or a pulse meeting, I guess, in the morning with third and first shift. They come together and we talk about the things from the night before. And then depending on what the day looks like, there's meetings kind of scattered throughout, whether it be to talk about internal rejects that we had from the night before, quality meetings, meetings with upper management to figure out a game plan for material coming in the door. And then usually my day ends with a meeting at 4:10 with second and first to kind of get that fill-in as well. But it's kind of scattered throughout the day. I don't know how your guys' meetings are, but I have them every single day. At least 2.
Okay.
We also have a monthly meeting where the whole company, each plant will meet multiple times, but the whole company should be going over really the same company-wide news. So that's another opportunity where we have to meet with all the employees.
Okay.
A refresh meeting.
Okay. That's good to know. Okay, our second question. Do you know what will be at the Wirepalooza this year?
I don't know.
Will it be the same as previous years, or?
So Wirepalooza was held in 2012, 2015, 2019, and then it was canceled in 2021. So it's coming back this year for the first time in a long time, and the team that's planning it is brand new. So they're kind of resurrecting something that has gone away, and they're just starting to work on it. So it's kind of fresh this year. That helps.
What information did you guys find out about Wirepalooza?
Well, the information we have is from like 2012.
Okay.
And so it's pretty outdated, so we just wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Do you understand what it is? What Wirepalooza is?
It's a biannual festival that everybody congregates and eats food and stuff, has a good time. There's also activities for the kids there.
I think inspiration for the event is that some of the talent that's there is Fort Wayne Metals employees performing for their coworkers.
Moving further down on the list, we have our idea pitch. So after you write it, I'll read it out. Our idea is to use mediums of communication such as text message, social media, posters, and verbal communication in order to get to the message across to other Fort Wayne Metals employees.
All right. A third question we have is, how do you communicate with your coworkers, if at all?
Oh, absolutely. With being in operations, we have to prioritize and make sure certain jobs get run based on whatever due dates there are. So I have a big whiteboard. So coupled with the meetings that we have every day, I have a big whiteboard, dry erase whiteboard that I go through and prioritize what machines are going to run, what jobs, and then as the job gets off of the machine, they just go next to the list. So I'm constantly updating, constantly making sure that that list is up to date so that they can run the proper material to get to our customers in a timely fashion. So that's probably by and large the way I communicate, whiteboard and just normal everyday conversations with my team. Very helpful, very beneficial. There's usually not too many things that we're lacking in as far as communication goes. I got a really good team, and they're all willing to share ideas, bring up ideas for how we can make the department better. And so it's not just a one-way street of, hey, I'm the boss, so I have to tell you to do this. They bring up ideas all the time to kind of streamline what we're doing. So it's good both ways.
Okay.
So would you say that's a verbal form of communication,
Yes.
or do you also do things online, like text message or group chat even?
Yeah, so when we have people that call in, because it happens, people get sick and whatnot, we do, if I need somebody to come in early to cover whatever, text message. And I know that the company has a text line that if there's something that goes on, it goes out to the mass of Fort Wayne Metals. So we all get updated on specific things. I remember when COVID was big, they did a communication line for texting to
Like a
say what
mass
was
text,
going on.
yeah.
Just keep everybody in the know. So.
I think like team to team, it's a lot of what he said, like that verbal communication. And when it's wider, we do more of like some of those other channels that you mentioned. And the monthly meeting that she referenced is a tool that we lean on a lot to hit everybody, because it's one of the only forms where we have a captive audience for all of our workforce. We also use email for like half of our, which I think might have been in the information you guys got. I don't know if that's accurate. Around half of our workforce has email, the other half does not. And then we have an intranet as well, where articles and information are posted for everyone to hopefully stay updated on there. And then we use Microsoft Teams. Are you guys familiar with that tool?
No.
Somewhat.
So there's channels and different teams are.
He said, "No way." He said, "I don't know what that is." He said, "Yeah, I got it." Yeah.
Yeah. So there's different channels, and people are subscribed to different teams where you can update different segments of the workforce on things that way, and then you can also like chat one-on-one to people
Okay.
as well. So that's another communications channel that we utilize quite a bit.
All right.
I guess a question for you guys. So you listed like 5 or 6 ways to communicate Wirepalooza to. What are you guys leaning towards as far as your communication that you want to get out to the masses?
Well, we see that we see social media, and we think about your Facebook page, and that maybe you should post something about Wirepalooza on there, since
Yeah, that's a great idea. I
Most
mean,
people
everybody's
use Facebook.
absolutely. Heck yeah.
Or you could, do something basic and put up a little poster around the workplaces or something that just says attend Wirepalooza, or Wirepalooza is this day and that time, come if you want to. Or you could send like a company-wide group message, which is what we were thinking about as well.
yeah.
So more electronically getting
Yeah.
it out.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. For
Is-
sure.
It's it's the future.
It's the times, right?
Everybody has a phone in their
Yeah,
pocket. Like,
that's right.
And if you're not using it, well, then why do you have it?
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah. That's fantastic.
Very good.
Like you have a phone,
Enough said.
use it.
Mhm.
Use it. Yeah.
And
Cool.
it looks like you're thinking of like a layered approach, like not this is the one way to go, but here's a couple things that you
Yeah.
can use because
we're trying to think like who is at this company, and surprisingly, it's people who are way older than us. So,
Ouch.
well, not way,
Dang.
not
That
wow,
much
not
older.
way older. I mean,
Maybe
like,
a little.
I mean
Dang.
older,
Just a
older,
few
years.
just a few years older than us.
Right,
But
right.
it's
More
still,
seasoned.
Yeah, more seasoned. They're still like older than us in the way that we're like kind of out of the loop. We don't know how to talk to them correctly. So we were thinking like, how would we talk to somebody of our own age demographic? And so we kind of use that to incorporate our ideas into trying to communicate to all the Fort Wayne Metals employees.
Sounds like y'all thought this out a little bit, huh?
I
That's
think
good.
you're on the right
That's
track
good.
for sure.
Mhm.
Something maybe to think about that I think would be a challenge is using social media is an external tool, but you're talking to an internal audience. So what does that message need to sound like if people who aren't employees are going to hear it, even though you're talking to employees? So I think it's a good channel to use. How do you use it correctly? But yeah, definitely think you're on the right track.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.